Alright, how's it going everyone? So today's video is going to be more of a review than a tutorial. I'm still drawing in the video, so I guess you can draw along with that if you want. But Parblo sent me their 16-inch tablet, and I kind of ran into a problem with it, which is why I want to talk about it. So here's the tablet that Parblo sent me. It's called the Coast 16 Pro. This is the second generation model. It's got 16K pressure sensitivity levels, which I wasn't expecting. But they also sent me the adjustable stand, which you kind of need for this tablet because it doesn't come with a stand included. Also, in case you're not aware, Parblo is a brand that focuses on making more affordable drawing tablets as opposed to the competition. Like this tablet, for example, is less than 400, I'm pretty sure, whereas all of the other 16-inch options are more than 400. In terms of what's included in the box, you get all of the essentials, like here's the main cable, you connect it through HDMI and USB-A, and then there's a second USB-A cable if you want. This is the extra nibs, by the way. So you get a second USB-A cable if you need to connect it to a power brick, and you can also connect it through USB-C. They give you that cable as well. And here is the power cable, and the thing about the power cable is they don't give you a power brick, which kind of sucks for a product that's almost 400 bucks, but you know, power bricks aren't exactly hard to come by nowadays. Then the stylus, it comes with the, the standard stylus. The tip on this stylus is actually a bit longer than what I'm used to. Takes a bit to adjust to, but that's pretty nice. It also, it still has that annoying, like, branding thing on the back there, which I don't know why they included. It doesn't really get in the way, but it also doesn't not get in the way. Then the glove actually fits pretty well because it goes all the way down your wrist. I know some, brands have gloves that don't do that, but because it goes down your wrist, it doesn't get loose as quickly as some of the other ones do, so that's pretty cool. And then here we have the actual tablet. Looks pretty standard. You've got the USB-C as well as HDMI ports on one side, and then on the other side you've got the power button as well as a backlight button, so you can adjust that as well. But like I said, this tablet doesn't come with a stand. As you saw on the back, it also doesn't have those like kickstand things, so you kind of have to get the additional stand unless you want to, jerry-rig something with duct tape. Now the stand is actually, it's a pretty nice stand, as you would expect from a separate purchase stand, but this is one that you can adjust it to whatever degree you want, so it doesn't have set degrees, I guess. It's pretty sturdy, doesn't feel like it's going to damage the tablet in any way either, because it also has this rubber cushion at the bottom, so the tablet can rest on that. But yeah, here's what it looks like with the tablet on. But yeah, that's it for the unboxing. Alright, so here's the problem that I ran into. For the most part, this tablet feels great. When you're drawing these big curves, it's fine. But then when you're drawing these really small curves, slowly, you can see that the cursor is kind of skipping, right? And it's drawing these straight lines when I'm trying to curve it. That's the problem that I ran into. It's not just skipping the line, like it's leaving gaps in between the lines. It's also actively changing the trajectory of my lines. Like when I'm trying to draw a curve, it's kind of straightening it out and drawing it in a direction that I don't want to draw it in. Like you can see here with the eye that I'm drawing. That's not the shape that I drew, or at least intended to draw. So this is a big issue because it means that you can't draw stuff when you're zoomed out. When you're zoomed in and you get to make those larger strokes, it doesn't really become, it's not really a problem anymore. But yeah, it actually affected the drawings that I'm making in the background right now quite a bit. You might even see the cursor skipping at points, and then especially when I was doing the cleanup sketches, because with, when I'm doing these like long gesture curves, it's not really an issue, but then as soon as I have to do the small details, like drawing the eyes, drawing the hands, drawing shoulders and stuff, that's where it starts to become an issue. I looked around on their website to see if I could find this issue, and yeah, it's not listed there as far as I'm aware. But I double-checked my drivers, made sure everything was up to date, made sure this was the only tablet program running in the background. Made sure that everything was calibrated properly. I checked the refresh rate. I ran it in Photoshop. I even ran this on my laptop to see if it was just a PC issue. But yeah, no, this issue persisted. So I think it might be an issue with the tablet itself, which kind of sucks because it's a more affordable product than some of the other 16-inch drawing tablets, but it has such a big issue that you know, I can't recommend using it. You can even see that issue come into play here when I'm trying to draw the head. The ear just didn't turn out right because it was kind of working against me while I was drawing. Now, aside from this issue, everything else about the tablet is fine. Like, the screen looks pretty nice. I didn't test colors on this because, well, I mean, I'm not that big into coloring to begin with, so I might not have been able to give a proper critique of the colors. It also connected to my PC just fine. Just had to download the drivers, and then it's plug and play, and you can use it pretty easily. Now, this tablet, I'm fairly certain you can also use it on your phone, because they on their website they say you can use it on Android as well. I didn't test that because I'm pretty sure my phone doesn't actually support that. So yeah, if you're somebody who has who has their drawing software on their phone, then that's a pretty cool feature. And as far as I'm aware, I think this is like one of the only ones that you can, or like one of the only brands that allows you to connect your tablet to your phone. Because I think Huion might allow that as well, but I think I tried that, but it didn't work. Maybe that was user error. Who knows? Now let's talk about the stylus next. At this point, I'm used to using those slim styli to draw. I've been using those for so long that using one of these thicker ones feels kind of weird. And I think Parblo does have one of those slim styli available, but I'm not sure if it's compatible with this tablet because I think their slim stylus only supports up to 2000 pressure sensitivity levels, whereas this thing can go up to like 16K. So yeah, I'm not sure if it's compatible, but even if it's not that big of a deal because you get used to these styli pretty quickly. Because, I mean, you're going to be using them for hours on end anyway, so you're kind of forced to get used to the feel of it. I'm doing these cleanup sketches, or I guess slightly more detailed rough sketches now as compared to the gesture drawings. And as you might have noticed, sometimes I have to go over these lines multiple times just to make sure that the line is actually going in the right spot, because that one problem that I talked about in the beginning is like it's rearing its head again. It's really only an issue when you're drawing zoomed out, like what I'm doing right now, because if you're doing your line art when you're completely zoomed in, it's less of a problem. You still have it when you're going slow over the surface of the tablet, and you're trying to draw those curves, but you can kind of work around it in that case. And just to test it, I decided to do a drawing that has a lot more straight lines than curves. So instead of just drawing figures, I decided to draw some glasses this time as well, just to see if like the straight lines would be affected by the you know, the problem that the tablet has. In terms of drawing straight lines, it's not really an issue because it really only comes into play when you're drawing curved lines. And I mean, the rims of these glasses are nothing but curved lines, so it was constantly a problem. It sucks because it'd be really nice to have some cheap competition in the tablet market. Like the cheapest one used to be XP Pen, but even they are doing some crazy stuff nowadays in terms of pricing. So yeah, if Parblo can fix this problem, then this would actually be a pretty good product to pick up. By the way, if you're wondering about pressure sensitivity, because this tablet has access to 16K pressure sensitivity levels, personally, I don't really feel that big of a difference between 16K and 8K, because I use both. I have a 16K and an 8K pressure sensitivity level tablet that I use regularly. But I don't really feel that big of a difference. But this brush that I'm using doesn't have pressure sensitivity, which is why like all the lines are super consistent. But if you're wondering how that problem interacts with the pressure sensitivity, it kind of lowers the pressure sensitivity on the you can actually see it. You can see the issue coming into play there. But yeah, it kind of lowers the pressure sensitivity, so it kind of it makes the line thinner than what you want it to be. But that's pretty much it for the review. Overall, it could be a great product if they fix that problem that it has, and maybe add the kickstand in the back so you don't have to get a separate stand for it. But that does it for the video, so I hope you guys enjoyed that, and I guess I'll catch you all next time.